Welcome to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy DJ KO.
Hey, Jack is in the building.
Yeah, today is a special day today. I appreciate you guys for tuning in last week. We had a nice little show. We talked about entrepreneurship and everything. Those of you who follow the show, make sure you go to YouTube, Apple, Spotify, subscribe to the show. Today we over at Baco 5010 Dinkin Street. It's a nice little wine bar here in Houston in the River Oaks area. It's a nice little happy hour. We're drinking our little wine right now and some shots, and some of us having Bahama Mamas. But, you know, if you're in the Houston area, make sure you make your way over here. Happy hour between the hours of 6 and 8 at Baco Wine Bar. Yeah, so today we have a special show. In the news, well, I ain't gonna say in the news, in social media, we've been seeing say some controversial things is going on between male and female, right? Husband and wife. It could be a boyfriend and girlfriend also.
It's one specific couple. Don't just say like
don't
say it like it's a general epidemic going on. It's a specific couple.
It was highlighted, but this happens all the time.
But it's one person. It's one set of people.
Mr. Derrick.
Right.
So
you act like it's COVID and
Mr.
COVID
Jackson,
found a
if you're
mate
nasty.
and they just, you know.
Two different things now.
You did say that though. Like it's a pandemic.
I don't know. We're gonna get into that though. We're gonna talk about that. So today we have 3 guests today. I'm gonna introduce y'all briefly, and you guys could kindly introduce yourselves. First, we have my girl Jackie.
Hey, what's up, you guys? How y'all doing today?
I call Jackie the ghetto counselor. All right, Jackie is the ghetto counselor over here.
Ghetto or ghetto?
I make people feel comfortable.
Amen.
Oh, that's what it is.
Amen. I'm in
There it
agreement.
is.
Amen.
Then we have my man Howard Randle. He's the guru, the street guru. Now we're gonna see if that comes to play on camera.
Okay.
So and then we have my girl Angel Simon.
Hello.
She's the let me see the hood spiritual teacher right there. Because her background, we're gonna get into that.
Oh, Father God.
The hood spiritual
Wow.
teacher. So we have a good show, and today we're gonna talk about the battle of the sexes, basically in relationships and the different opinions that we saw this week in the social media about this situation that happened. So if you guys give a brief description about yourself, let the people know who you are. Jackie.
Okay, I'll start. My name is Jackie, and I am a physical education and health educator. I'm also a life coach. I am a social media influencer, and I just be chilling. That's really it. I like to make people understand things from everybody's perspective. I don't really trip on nothing, but I just want people to hold themselves accountable.
Welcome to the show,
Amen.
Jackie. Howard Randle, what's up?
I'm Howard Randle. I am also a physical education teacher here
Okay,
in
shout out
the
to that
city. I'm a
students.
local DJ in the city as well. And so I definitely keep my ear to the streets, and I try to keep it real.
Okay. Welcome to the show, brother.
All
Angel.
right. I'm Angel. I'm actually in education as well. I have a bachelor's degree in math, master's degree in counseling. I no longer teach in the school. I own a school, Little Angel School of Learning.
All right.
Where
Shout out.
whoop, whoop.
Ooh, black-owned businesses.
Amen. Amen.
Absolutely.
So I like what she said about making people be held accountable of their actions. Most people don't like to be held accountable.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if you want me to go in detail.
No, you good.
I'm a mother of 3 kids. I'm a grandmother of 1.
Shout out.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop. I love
She
being a
look
grandma.
good too, y'all.
Really?
I work
Black
out
don't
every
crack.
day.
I'm
I'm
trying
a
to tell you.
gym rat. I love working out. That's it. I'm
Shout
that
out.
chick.
Welcome to the show, everybody. So, speaking of accountability, the word that you use, some people would say something else. We have the story that has been trickling, going on in social media. I don't want to give a light to the person's name, but we should know what we're talking about my man. I think it's in Atlanta, right? Was he from Atlanta?
You gonna
I
discuss
don't
that
even know
man
this man.
business? Then you might as well
Well,
say
he-
his name.
it's on
Like
social
Kinky-
media.
like
Like
you
Kinky
seem
said,
to
I
be
don't know this
well-versed,
man.
You know,
'cause
I don't want to give
know
a
what
light,
you're talking about.
But anyway,
Say his name.
If you're gonna speak on it, speak on it completely.
tell his
I'm not gonna
name.
say his
Can't give a
name.
half
I'm not gonna say it. But
Well, don't talk about
so
it.
the situation that happened, as you know,
What happened?
that he cheated. No, he was a relational social media counselor or
That
influencer
doesn't
or whatever he
even
was.
make
He was a relationship coach.
That what he was? Like he's like one man. What's my man name? Your
Oh,
homeboy.
Tony Gas.
Yeah, he's like my man.
I
Yeah.
like him.
Like Tony Gaskin.
They not the same.
But no, hey, look,
Who
and I'm
gives
gonna
these
get to
people
that.
these titles?
And I'm gonna get to that, right? And I'm gonna
Who
get to
gives
that.
them these titles?
So
that?
he was a
Those are
relational.
self-titles,
He's a
self-made titles.
relationship counselor, right? And how long was he doing it? 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and he
been a
became a
while.
big time influencer in doing it. And it just so happened he cheated on his wife, right?
So happened.
So
Were you
happened. He
He
did
just
it
so happened to cheat
for
on his
14
wife.
years.
But
A long
he got
time.
caught, right? I think he got caught, right?
there?
been
Didn't
got
one of them
caught.
didn't one of them get pregnant or?
It's something
that's what I
happened.
just heard.
That's
Somebody
a
got
doctor?
pregnant.
You know,
Right.
hey.
So he came out. He came out to the world and expressed his, his pain, his misery that he caused his wife and his family, and he apologized to his wife on a
But did you
public
listen
stage.
to why he say these people came out?
No, I didn't get
So
into
he
detail.
says. So he says, from what I understand, he found Christ. I got delivered, and he cut all these people off cold turkey. They didn't like the cutoff, so he stopped it.
Oh, so he said
From what I understand, he stopped the relationships.
because from my
The acting out came from that.
I have
That
a
was
source.
just a little bit I saw.
I have a source in Atlanta. They say he's still doing. He's still out in
Yeah.
the
I
streets.
mean, he
what
may
I'm
be.
hearing.
I don't know.
So,
I'm
but-
just saying.
If you cheating for 14 years,
That's
you ain't
like it's
just
hard
gonna
to
go
stop.
turkey and
It
just
is.
It's
stop.
like a crackhead stopped
Definitely.
doing crack.
But all right,
There's
so
some people who stop cold turkey.
Cold.
so my
Until
first
they
question.
get triggered again.
My
Right.
first question
Well, you
is:
gotta work your program.
was he wrong on the way he came out? Did he embarrass his family and his wife the way he did it? That's my first question.
He didn't do it.
Do what? What you mean?
He didn't come out. He didn't.
No, he's saying
he
that
did
it
it
didn't-
after somebody. He was forced to do it.
No, I'm saying the way
But he didn't have to
the
say
way
nothing.
he
He
came
didn't have to
out
say
and
nothing.
did it, the way he
Right.
apologized to his family, was that the right way of
doing
doing
it.
something?
Well, I think it was a tactic because he did
His wife
promote
said
his
that
book
with him.
after the fact concerning all of that stuff that went on. I don't know if all of that the people came out with had to do with what was inside of the book, but
Right.
that's what he promoted in the process of it. So I don't respect that.
You mean the apology when he was sitting with his wife?
Correct.
Right.
Why did he do it that way? Why did he have to come out to the masses to do that? Why he just
Well,
couldn't
he
do
said
that
it was
now?
his wife's decision to do
Because
that.
it was told to the masses. That's why he gonna embarrass
I don't
to
know.
them. I mean, he's gonna apologize. That's how it was put out there to them. It's like when you go to church. You do something, you go stand up in front of the church and you
On the
apologize for it. So they feel if you do
I don't think I
something
deserve
out in the
church.
I
open,
think
About
that was
it.
him trying to protect his brand.
right, that's what he's doing.
Right.
Because I'm
But
sure that she already knew.
she knew.
She did last year.
She said
did.
that.
I don't
She
know.
said when she did her Hollywood Unlocked the speech
When
that
she
she gave,
left and all that
she
stuff.
said that they had dealt with this.
Last
She
year.
knew about this. This has
Okay.
been dealt with. Whoever the first person, how many people came forward, they are just coming forward and
Now.
giving it to us publicly.
Right.
She already knew. They've already
Absolutely.
I
dealt
don't
with
know.
it inside their
Yeah.
home. She said
she
that.
said
I
that.
disagree.
You can't say I don't know, and
This
this
how I
woman
disagree
telling you
with
what
that.
she too
because
calm.
look at her posture and the way she was looking at him, like
She's too calm because
Like,
she's
really?
Yeah.
I feel like
They
she's
already
snap.
been through this
she's at a
situation.
certain
I
level
know.
of peace, and that's what
Yeah.
she's telling you.
Yeah.
She knew this. We are just
so.
finding out.
Let me ask you guys this: is it all right to do that now? Since
Do what?
That,
Do what?
Go ahead, not to cheat, but to
come
proclaim, to have a self-proclaimed title, one, and then cheat multiple times and allow your mate to accept you back.
There's so many levels to your question. It's
Right.
not a
That's why I'm
Right,
asking
I
the
agree.
question.
It's a very
so
loaded
so
question.
to have a self-proclaimed title with me telling someone it's okay to be a narcissist, we're not gonna do that.
Why not?
Right.
What
Because-
kind of person do that?
No, you.
Why?
No, but that's just like somebody who shouldn't be talking about relationships if they not in a relationship.
do it all the
Never
time.
been in a
Yes.
relationship.
It's called
Absolutely.
social media. They do it all the time.
That's
well,
no.
Yeah, but that's
cheat, you
everybody
should be-
has a platform.
Okay.
It don't matter
So-
how
And it's
small
free.
it is.
You listen to Tony Gaskins,
I
right?
agree.
I do.
And I'm pretty sure you have an influencer. I'm pretty sure you have an influencer, right? You guys listen to these self-proclaimed people, and they might have good topics. Don't get me wrong, and they might have some good points.
It's
But
a difference
who
in listening
says-
and being an influencer.
But influencers, they have a lot of people that's following.
They have a following.
So
Yeah, right.
that's
That's
an
what it is, a
influencer.
hot
So
line.
so if you have a big following like that, that means it's effective somewhere.
Right.
It is. Yeah.
And that means
Right.
it's somewhere in your heart that is hitting home.
Right.
So, but why do we put these people on these pedestals like that?
I never
I
put
can't
them on a.
answer that 'cause I
never.
I don't either.
Here again,
I
I,
don't
think they put
follow people
themselves
like
on that
that.
But
pedestal.
sometimes they say things that people want to hear. Those
Exactly.
people
Make
might
people
need
feel
that
good.
word.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean that they live that life.
Right.
And he's proof of that.
The only
Right, I
two
agree.
people I could say I follow that closely would be my mama, and she gonna be the one I'm gonna follow, and Jesus. And you got to take that up with
So
somebody
if I look
else.
at your Instagram right now, you just following your mother and
No, you
Well,
said
then,
you
don't do that,
no,
Kyle.
no, no,
Don't do
You
that.
said
You said
followers.
influencer.
You said
You're so
influencers.
messy.
I don't have those. I don't tap
Yeah.
into that because these people at the end of the day are still
Right,
humans
human,
like
right.
me.
And
They
that's
put-
if I can
they
say
put
that
their
too.
draws on one leg at a
Exactly.
time,
And
just like me.
I learned that the hard way.
I don't
Yeah.
get
I learned that the
starstruck. I
hard
don't
way.
get all excited. Ooh, I'm
We
not
all
that
do.
person.
We all do
Yeah,
to a
but that's
degree.
why they say in the
We
Bible,
don't.
put no trust in no man.
No
I
man.
don't.
But
I'm
that
not that
sounds
person.
see, that sounds good and dandy right now. That's why I wanted to
I
have this
mean, if that's
conversation.
who you are, we know that's you.
'Cause I
But-
wanted to have this conversation because you know what? That's like me saying if somebody was to come here and drop $1 million on this table, we'd be like, oh, that's just $1 million. Ain't no money.
Just like a 20.
That's what we say in our mind, but when physically that really happens, it's a whole nother.
I'll take it.
Well, no, but it depends
But
on
it's
your
not. I
experience.
mean, I'll take it.
So I want y'all to be
I'll
real
take it and
today.
it'll do some things, but it's not like life changing money.
Especially if
You're
you already
unless
got
you don't,
money.
unless
That
you
is
know what
life-changing money.
You
unless
already
you
got
know
money.
what
It's
to
a good
do.
one.
$1
with
million
it.
is a life changing
It's
money.
a lot of money.
if you know
It'll
what
do
to do
some
with it.
things, but it ain't gonna change that much. Because if
So-
you like me and you got
lot
student
of
debt,
bills.
you can watch that thing trickle away fast. I mean, it's not life changing money. But you were saying that to say that's people who are looking for something outwardly. If you can look at another person, as you say, and put them on this pedestal and put all things into this person, and you're looking for this person as your guidance, as your be all, you are mirroring your life behind what they say off of that. You don't know this person. What
Right.
deems them okay to do that? Why?
Because
you need to do some
you
soul
have
searching and figure out why.
You have people that follow these people that give them a platform.
But why?
I don't know. That's the
the question
why I'm
you should
asking
be
the
asking.
question.
Right, but I think
I mean,
if
but a lot, everybody is lost.
Right.
There's a lot of
But the
lost
thing is,
individuals
if
there.
Sometimes
I
people
think,
need
I
direction.
think, yeah,
They do.
the Bible said you have to seek your own soul salvation with
Okay.
fear and trembling. You have to do it yourself.
Right.
Okay.
Now, when you say we have influencers, I mean, I see people all the time. I've been in the church, been married to a pastor for 20 years.
Okay.
I don't believe nothing nobody said in the church.
And that's a good. And that,
I mean,
That's
been
what
there,
I'm
done
saying.
that.
'Cause pastors
But-
mess around, too.
exactly,
It's
and
still
mine's did.
propaganda. It's a
Mine's
business.
did.
It's
So
a
here
business.
again, for me, I mean, I'm like,
He laying
and I'm
hands
not,
and saving
and
souls.
laying hands for real and laying tongues and everything else. But the thing is, I don't.
you laying hands too? No,
No, I don't do that.
No.
I don't. I mean, I'm touching an agreement. But but what I'm saying is that even coming from that, and I haven't been saved all my life. But when I decided to do that, when I was younger, when you have the mindset of not knowing what you getting into, and you see somebody, it's like a culture shock. Wow, I like that, and you follow it. But when you become knowledgeable of what you're supposed to do in life, help be held accountable.
Right.
Come on now, these people just saying stuff that just sound good, tickle your fancy.
Yes.
But at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, I mean, they can tell you today, hey, I can help you get $1 million. Then tomorrow, they don't even have $1 million.
that's
Because
what I'm saying.
honestly, as little as you believe in it, good thing for me, I have a board and ethics and things that I have to follow. Because me being a licensed, certified psychotherapist, I could have followers. I could have a whole
Yes,
bunch of people
yes.
running around here dancing
Crazy.
to the beat of my drum if I chose to, because there are so many people who come to therapy and they're looking for advice.
Right.
They're looking for me to tell them what to do, and I have to tell them this is not advice. I can't
Exactly.
tell you what to do.
You gotta put
It's-
in the work.
It's a leading, guiding,
Yeah.
advocating,
I think people with
supportive
him,
type
'cause like,
situation.
even
So
like what
it's
you're
very.
saying.
I could do that if I
And
wanted
I think
to.
with people like him, and I'm not, if anybody watching, I'm not belittling and bashing pastors.
Okay.
I'm not.
But he's not a pastor.
But no, I'm finna make a statement about it.
and that's the thing.
But listen what I'm saying, because even in that, it's a platform. Pastors have a
Right.
platform. People like
yeah.
anybody that speaks, if it's in the name of Jesus or the name of Satan, it's a platform.
It's a platform.
Right.
And all
Right.
I'm saying is people like you, people I'm pretty sure like all of us. I mean, I've been in front of people, millions of people, not by choice because I didn't care, but I think with people what he did, I feel like people like him, they seeking and searching something that within themselves, and they trying to get word
That's
from
why they
everybody
follow.
else
Right.
and see well how you gonna respond. Okay, how you gonna respond? Okay, well, then they'll glean from what everybody else's reaction is, and then that's who makes them who they are.
Right.
And that's what
Right.
happens with a lot of pastors. You know, that's why they get built up so high, because the people edify them, and it's not great all the time.
Yeah, but they don't be
things aren't
thinking about
entertaining.
God. They be thinking about the
No,
pastor.
Self.
That's
It's
it.
self.
But this
No.
is the other
Self.
thing. A lot of people are wanting to be entertained.
Yeah.
Like Charlamagne says, why will people seek out the truth when the lie is more
Exactly.
entertaining?
Yeah.
So
That's
right.
he has been around for a minute. Mr. Jackson has been around for a minute. But when he went after John Gray, now granted, regardless of what he's done, what he's doing, some of the things he said are in truth. But he picked up the notoriety that he did after he went after John Gray. And regardless of what he's doing, how he do, I agree. For John Gray to sit up there and be like, oh, she stuck by me as I matured and learned how to be a husband. Mr. Jackson was true in saying no woman should have to be married to you for you to learn and figure out how to be a man. No.
Let
It's
me
not
ask you
fair.
guys, since
So
we
that's where his notoriety came from when he went after John Gray.
since we talking about this, so from the outside looking in, it seems to me when you put a person, man or woman, on a platform and they become bigger than life, so to speak.
Absolutely.
They tend to cheat.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, they
the
tend to
fall
have
is
a-
long.
I mean,
That
they
is-
have
that
more
is
options.
what it is.
Right.
They tend
He was
to.
probably 14 years. He was already cheating.
So was he
Yeah.
wrong? What
Yeah,
he
he
did?
wrong.
And I heard he was
Was he-
hanging. So
I think he was hanging what? Hanging what?
You know,
No, I heard it was big.
There
Who
it is.
was it?
That's what I heard.
All that went out the window. All that.
Well, let me get him on the phone.
No,
There it is.
because one girl said that
Word
they
of
were
mouth.
going to do it, but it was too big.
It was
so
too big.
she
Oh,
just
so
opted
maybe
out
he
of
got
it.
a little problem.
That's not a problem.
Well, for some women, they don't like big.
I don't like
What I'm
big.
saying.
You don't? Well,
I don't like huge.
Just for the
I'm sorry, I
aesthetics.
take that, but I don't like
Big
huge.
is a problem for some men because they don't know what to do with it. So, I
and
mean,
then you get a woman like somebody that know what to do with it.
And you can be
relax.
big and not
big
get all the way
can
on
just
hard
be a
either.
problem all the way around.
Now, see how y'all mind went from one thing to
that-
another.
no, I'm
Oh,
just
this-
saying
That's
that.
why the brother
This
cheating
show
right
is
there.
taking a
No,
completely
they because they
different
want
turn.
somebody like us. They want somebody like us. Make it hot and spicy.
But look,
Wow.
But no, that's what I was saying. When we give these people these platforms, and now people buy into their ideology, it's like now you give them permission to cheat. You give them permission to do what they want to do because they're going to do it.
Look at the other side of
No,
this.
no,
Look at the other side of this. There are so many people, men and women, more women, faulting her for what
putting
she
up
looked
with
like
it
because
and what
she
she
had
had.
on abundant.
What she
No,
had
what
on.
she looks
Right,
like
absolutely.
physically.
I already know.
They are faulting her to say, "Oh, it's your fault because you looking like this,
Yeah.
you doing you." No,
It is
Well,
her fault.
I don't think
No.
it's her fault for how she
Why not?
looks and all that stuff, but the fact that she's promoting
No, it's her fault.
still staying with a man for this long, I think
And
he
she
had
putting
cheated
up
on her
with it.
numerous
No.
of times.
Nah,
I think
miss me
it's,
with that.
it's
I'm
with
giving-
you.
I think
You
it's
don't get
giving
on-
the
I'm
women
not-
as
I'm
an
not-
option.
that's
Right.
And I agree
Look
with
in
him.
the way.
You don't. My
That's
daddy
it.
taught me a
Still a
long
lady.
time ago. When you
You're
leave a
still a
house,
lady.
you make sure you presentable everywhere you
Absolutely.
go.
You go,
And so
right.
I'm in agreement with that.
Absolutely
Now,
I mean, she didn't
hold
look
on.
bad.
It
She
don't
just
matter.
wasn't
I
bad.
never
She
left
ain't
my
had
house.
no bra.
Nothing.
Oh, I didn't see
She
it.
didn't
I
know.
didn't
She
know
was
that.
not even
I just know
hanging
they was
and
talking about
slanging.
And then
money.
I know
Yes.
we all probably have. I mean, hormones. I'm a woman,
Right.
but and I don't wear makeup. I mean, but if you gotta fix your face up,
Just
come
fix
on
it
now.
up. It's okay.
And
But
the
because
thing
we
about
don't
it-
never see her, so the fact that I
It don't
let's
matter.
look at- but
I ain't
let's
never
look at
seen
it.
you. I ain't never seen him, and y'all look good today. And
No,
we
but
on,
the fact that she presented herself
shoulda
is
did
that I
better.
think I don't
She
think
shoulda
that
did
that
better.
was
But to
necessarily
say,
the
but
appropriate
to
thing.
say,
I'm in
okay,
agreement.
so let's back up a little further. As the therapist in me, he's cheated numerous times. He's embarrassed her publicly. Now he's sitting there holding her hand. How do we not know this is not her mindset? Where is her depression state? Where is her
Exactly.
safety?
Well, she's
Where is
been
her
raped
mental
before,
state?
so she
right.
talked about how
So we
traumatized
are-
she was.
Okay, so then looking at that, as we're saying, that's unnormal. That's unnatural. She shouldn't be looking like
exactly.
that.
But
There's
here
something
again,
deeper than
but
her
if
possibly
you go back
just
to all of
wanting
her
to sit-
profile pictures, she's looked decent in years
But
before.
in that moment, this just
It's her
happened
fault.
where it went publicly.
I get that. Now, let me
But
tell,
she
can I-
already
let me
knew
share
about it,
some-
supposedly.
No.
Let me
she
share
knew,
something.
but it didn't go public.
Now,
I'm just saying
hold
from
on.
my
I'm
side.
gonna share
as a
something from
therapist,
experience.
Go ahead,
It
Angel.
went
I'm gonna share
public.
something from experience. I was a pastor's wife for almost 20 years. My armor bearer called me and publicly embarrassed me in front of the church, her sleeping with my ex-husband. That's embarrassing.
Yes.
In front of a congregation, in front of the world, in front of his family, my family, everybody. You ain't gonna never see me look like that. And I hold on.
But you were strong
and
enough
she
to
called,
still
no,
be there.
I felt like eating toilet paper, sipping on hand sanitizer. I was fucked up. Now, and I mean that because I wasn't even cussing at the
That's
time.
real. That's real. That's
But
real.
the thing is, the bitch called me the day
Talk
before
about it.
my daughter's
Talk about
wedding day. She knew what she was doing. So I'm at a wedding at my house with 80 people at my house. I didn't look like that. And I mean, I swear to God, y'all, and I'm over it now. I'm getting there. But I was willing to take him out at the wedding.
But no two situations.
Listen, what I'm saying, get that.
No
so I understand,
and
it's not. But I understand embarrassment.
So now
I understand depression, and the thing about it is, especially if you're gonna be in front of people, and I don't fault her not one bit.
Right, she's just playing her role.
I don't.
It's
I've
not
been
a
there,
role.
done that.
She's who she is.
I don't.
You don't know her feeling until you're in
That's
that.
just her
Right.
character.
So-
but
Right.
even in that being my character, I'm the most tomboy. I'm a tomboy, and I clean up. But at the same time, if I know I gotta go to my kids' school, I'm not going to their school with no bonnet.
So to my question, I think this is my opinion. It's her fault.
Okay.
Why he cheated?
No,
It's
I don't
not.
blame that. I don't say
Y'all-
that's his choice. That was his
It's
choice.
her fault.
He
You know
understands
what?
what he
Why is it
has.
her
Go ahead.
fault,
Go ahead.
Adam?
Go ahead.
I
He
don't
understands
think it was
what he
That's
has.
his
The
choice.
fact that she
She
got
put up with
on that Instagram live situation where he spoke and she sat right
Yeah.
next to him.
Okay.
That's what he wants. It worked out just the way he
It's
wanted
just,
it
that's
to work
yeah,
out.
but that's
Just
him.
the
I
not
way-
can't.
her.
I can't.
They were
get-
looking
I
for
can't get-
sympathy.
Me,
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
he was looking for sympathy, but I'm gonna go with looking at her.
Whose fault is it?
I'm not blaming
She
her for
was
nothing.
medicated.
That isn't.
She was on.
She's
some
probably
sort
on
of
depression
sedation.
medication.
I'll give you too many
agree.
excuses.
I would
But
agree.
if
It's
he's
not.
into
No.
his
I'm not
marriage,
Don't
giving
matter.
an
It's
excuse.
not
This is what I'm married
I'm
to.
giving you the point of
So this
how
is why I
people
do
are
what I do.
I don't
crucifying
agree with
her
it.
and ridiculing
saying.
her for
Look
what
at
she
me.
is. And I
And
tell
But you
people
weren't like that on
all the
national
time.
TV.
It's
ain't
like
gonna be-
telling two people they're gonna react the same to rape. It's like telling two people they're gonna act the same to a natural disaster. I don't care if you both go through the same thing. They're separate
It
situations.
is, and it is,
So
and I agree to that.
no one
But
gets to
can
tell
I
her
ask
how
this?
she gets to
Go ahead.
feel,
And that's
how
true.
she gets
Who's,
to
I
look.
completely agree with that.
And I mean, my thing is who's teaching her? I mean, and here again,
She may not have
and
anyone.
she may,
she
that's what I'm
brainwashed
saying.
by religion.
She may
I
not
think,
have
I think,
anyone.
and you do,
But
you
who's
get to a
religion?
point.
Because he's
Hold
not
on.
a minister.
Which
No,
is why
no,
it
but
makes
she
it
always
okay for
preaches
him
the
to
word,
do
but
what
she
he's
uses
doing.
the word as to
Yes,
why
she
she
do.
is
So
staying
whose
with
fault is
him,
it?
Exactly.
which is
She
what I
speaks
have
about
the
the
issue
word.
with.
Well, you do know,
know
and
what
a
she
lot of
know.
people don't realize, because even when it comes into the Bible, and if it came down to it, and you had to choose between your spouse and your children, you'd choose your spouse. Because
No,
choosing
they-
your spouse, you
Baby,
can have
I'm
more children. You
gone.
can't have children
I'm
without your
gone.
spouse.
20
That
years,
is
I'm
in
gone.
the Bible, and I learned it
No,
is.
but God
So-
did not. The God did not have you marry somebody so you can be
And
in
be
No,
mental
not at
anguish.
all.
Yeah,
He
not
did
at
not.
all. I'm gone.
at all, but
I'm
that's-
bounce like a
I think it's
basketball.
promoting the wrong thing.
You guys still haven't answered my question. I said
She was
There's
not wrong.
no answer to
I don't
that,
know.
Adam.
I'm about
I
to give
said
y'all
she's
why
not
it's her
wrong.
fault.
She's,
Can I-
it's
can I
not her
explain?
Yeah,
fault.
we asked you 30 seconds ago. You said
let me
nothing.
explain. Let me explain. The reason why, because everybody jumped on me. So the reason why I say it's her fault, one, she allowed it.
She didn't know.
She
I mean,
allowed
no,
it.
if it happened for 14
She
years,
allowed it.
It happened
So-
in college.
Right?
Yeah.
It's happened
Wow.
multiple times.
That don't
that
mean
she's
she knew.
known
She
for
allowed
And then
it.
she was
She
younger.
knew.
She
Y'all
was
making
younger.
y'all making too
Because
many
she was
excuses.
getting ready to
No.
leave him
And that's
before
the
he
problem.
proposed to her.
No,
Look, that's
no.
the
For a
problem,
fact, I've known
I
people.
think.
I've known people who have cheated their entire marriage, has been married 30 years, and the other person does not know to
Because they
date.
played. They
Now, that
played.
does
and
happen.
and I'm
No,
in agreement.
it ain't
Because
playing
I-
nothing.
How does that happen?
It happens.
That's BS.
No,
does happen.
it
they
happens.
don't know.
No.
They never say nothing. They know.
No, they
A
do
woman
not.
knows.
Do not.
A woman
Well,
has
I
intuition.
suspect-
A woman
Granted,
chooses to
men-
not see
men
it. That's
are
her
who-
decision to not see
No,
it.
right.
That's what
Men-
I would say.
I didn't say it was the man that was
Yes.
cheating. So let's be clear
It could
about
be
that.
either or.
I did not say that was the
You
man
know
that
men
was
know.
cheating.
Men know.
I did not say.
Men
You know what?
I-
woman
He know what he
No.
doing.
What men do know?
Let's be
No.
clear. Let's be clear. I
No.
never
Boy,
said
they
it was a
slick with
man
it.
that was
No.
cheating. So let's be clear
So who
about
was it?
that.
Bring it
I
out.
never said
Talk
that it was
about
a man. So let's be clear about that. So number two, what I'm saying is, yes, a person may know all of these things may happen, but being cheating, whatever it is, all of this. My mama told me a long time ago, men do what they do from just years of women allowing them to do and
I
have a
agree.
certain behavior.
Yes.
Now that
Yeah.
part is true.
Yes.
But I can't say for the whole 14 years she knew.
But it was
But
I don't
there is,
think she
but
did
like
either.
how you say she looked brainwashed, there's a certain thing in Stockholm. So you have people who have been taken by their captor, and they take on the mindset of this is where I'm supposed to be.
Brainwashed?
So you have
Well,
people who
he
feel like
slept
they're
with people
supposed
that
to be
she
there.
knew, that she was
And
friends
listen,
with.
I wouldn't do
Brainwashed?
that.
And that's,
Somebody
and that
said
could be very
something.
well why she did not know,
That's
because they
why I
want to
said-
keep sleeping with Big Dick Will, as you say. So why would you tell?
Hey, I want to know, because you know why she's not going to tell, and the reason why I say it's her fault, she's not going to tell because one, she's comfortable. That's one. Two,
Right.
Two,
I
With
agree.
what? The Negro just started selling books. What's she comfortable
but
with?
she's comfortable with having a man. Some people, especially in
I'm
Atlanta,
not going with that.
Well,
especially
no,
in
what
Atlanta,
he said that
Stop doing that.
He said that she only wanted to get
You sound
married
ignorant.
because she didn't want to be married to him,
right?
But she wanted to
Be
be married,
married,
which
right.
is why she went ahead and went
that's what I'm
along
saying.
with it. Because I think she
So
was
she
pregnant
really
at the
didn't.
time.
She didn't even want to
Look,
be with him.
some
no.
men-
So a lot of people
and
preach
women.
forgiveness and all of these things until. So how do you put contingencies on when she's supposed to stop being forgiven?
No, it's one thing to forgive, but
I
you,
would
you
forgive
don't
you,
still
but I
have
ain't
to
gonna
be
keep forgiving
surrounding
you.
the
Yeah, I
situation.
ain't gonna
Though
keep
that's
forgiving
that's
you.
I
two
think
different
based
things.
upon all of the things that he said and her responses to
And see, I
the
haven't
video.
listened fully, so I'm on
Yeah,
the
I
speak.
listened.
I just really
I
feel like
think
I'm
it's an
grasping.
understanding.
I'm just taking from what
Yeah,
y'all saying.
yeah, it was
I don't
pretty- it
have
was
the
pretty
time to
intense.
sit and listen to that. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
I mean,
pretty
not being
intense.
funny, but I
But
don't
no,
care.
we need to talk
You know?
about this in our community because
Why?
this happens all the time. And
Just say
no,
why.
listen what I'm saying.
It do happen to
this
all of
happens
us.
in our community.
But
And
why we need to talk
listen
about it?
what I'm telling
Let's
you.
talk about the opposite
No,
side. Then maybe it'll
because we
stop
have
happening.
children growing
Let's
up.
talk about something else, and maybe it'll stop happening.
I'm going there. Look,
When
the reason
everybody
why
holds themselves
in our,
accountable.
And that's what I
in
was
our
gonna go there.
households,
Stay out of people DMs.
It's about
we got
accountability.
Stop looking at
children.
people in the streets.
But listen what I'm saying.
Go
We-
home
we
to your wife.
in the
Stop
black
being for the
community-
streets. We know you
I'm
for
trying
the
to be
streets.
serious.
Adam.
I'm
We
trying
know
to be
you for the
serious.
streets.
We
know you
she
for the
denying
streets.
it. What I'm trying to do. That's why she keep doing that.
You keep blaming
But
this
I'm
woman
saying
for
this.
this man cheating on her.
No,
You can't be
I'm
serious.
saying that in a black community. I'm talking about
No.
black community now.
Oh,
Go ahead,
let's
Ty,
hear it.
go
Come
ahead.
on with the black
In
community.
a black community, you have kids growing up.
Do we?
And it's a
Speaking to the
curse.
microphone.
It's a curse.
What?
Right? It's a continued curse if you allow that to continue to happen. If a woman say, I need a man to be married or just be in a situation with him, no matter if he's cheating on me or not, that's a problem.
It
major
is.
problem.
You in
It
therapy.
definitely is a
You know
problem.
that.
I don't even know what you're talking about right
Because
now.
you're not listening, you're talking.
You just
So
talking.
I'm
You're not
saying-
making no sense. You
God
done went
gave
from
us
this
2
woman being
ears
on
and a
fire.
mouth for a reason.
You blaming this woman for this man
telling you,
cheating.
it's her fault.
Black children growing up in the neighborhood and it's a curse because their mama want to be
Okay.
married. Don't none of that make sense.
Randle, I'm asking you.
Make
You're
it
a man.
make
You're
sense.
another man. She ain't gonna listen to me. I'm asking you. If a woman allow you, say you with a woman, not your wife, say you with a woman, and she allows you to cheat and she knows it, whose fault is that? And she allows you, and she keeps taking you back.
You
That's on
can't.
her.
But
Let Randle
I,
answer the
I do
question.
agree with that. If she allows me to do that, then she's allowing
Wait,
me.
Thank you.
Let's
to
bring
do
it back.
the-
Let's bring
to
it
do what
back.
I do.
We're not talking about the side piece. We're talking about the wife. You say not your wife, that the other woman is allowing it. Let's go back to what
No.
the
She
wife
gonna allow
is
it.
doing. That's what we're talking about, right? So what is the wife doing, Nelson? Make it plain,
That's what
Pastor.
I'm saying.
No,
if you with
that's
a
not what
person
you
for
said.
14 years, Kaya.
I just
You
think
didn't
women
say
have
that.
an issue with teaching men how to treat them.
Well, not only
Why they
that, a
gotta
lot of
teach
men
them?
don't
You
listen.
shouldn't have to
No,
teach
you
a
gotta
man.
get it.
A lot of
got
men don't
to.
listen.
Look, it is what
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank
You
you,
got
Jackie.
to. Men do not know.
We're adults.
They will take
No.
Yes, they
advantage.
do. Yes,
look,
they do.
Well, they don't care.
They know
They don't
for the,
care.
They
Yeah.
know for the
Yeah.
one they
They
want to
don't
know.
I
care.
feel like this. That's not all men. That's not all men. That's some men.
They know
That's
for
some
the
men.
one they
Most
want to know
men.
for,
Most
like
men,
the
yeah,
side
most
piece.
men.
If you messing with a woman for 14 years while you married, you know something because you know enough to keep her. I don't care how low her self-esteem is. They know what they want to know about everything. That's a cop.
But their respect value has to do with what you allow them to do.
That's
Correct.
your respect.
Correct.
That's true. But they know. We don't have to teach them anything.
Yes, you
They
do.
know.
You
do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
There's a
I've
level
learned
that you gotta let
I'm
them
gonna
know.
teach
You
my
have to.
4-year-old. I'm not teaching my
That's-
44-year-old
it's the
husband.
same thing, though.
But really where it comes from is
But how would he
it's
know?
not actually
How would he
teaching
know what
them.
you like and what you
Thank
don't like if you don't
you.
tell
If
him?
he's my husband, he should know by
But
now.
how?
But if y'all just
But
got
no.
married and he's trying to learn,
We talking about 14
No,
years.
No,
No,
but
no, I'm saying it
really
from the
what it is
beginning.
learning how to set boundaries. Women do not
Right.
know how to
And
set
you
boundaries.
do
They
that-
will give them everything
And you do that in the
immediately.
dating phase. So you
Yes.
got to stop doing that.
But many women do that, which is why
So
we're
the
in
women
a
need-
situation
so
when it comes to
somebody needs
dating.
to teach the women to have that
That's what
respect
she-
and
yeah,
not
but that's
teaching the
what we're
talking
man.
about.
It's
But
a-
that's what we're
he
talking
knows.
about.
and that's what we're saying with the black community.
Yes.
Because see, with the black community, we're mistaught.
Yes.
We really
Who's
are.
mistaught?
A
black
lot of
community.
not
The black
saying you,
community in
not saying
general.
me. We probably strong women.
No, this is
But
the
not
roles
all-
that have been
exactly,
established.
Not all black women are like us.
They're not.
And
No.
when I was a first lady, I'd never seen so many insecure.
And you counseled a lot of women.
I did. I never
Yeah.
seen so many insecure, so many misled, so many lost. I mean, women, and I'm like, y'all some really silly women. Go read
they've been
Proverbs,
taught
go
a man
read
But
has
no,
Proverbs.
to
but
be
they-
there
because
to
they have
teach
seen
them
their
and
mothers
provide
do
and
it.
So you
support.
see
Right.
what we're
Oh,
saying?
yes, I
so
get
that's what we're
that.
saying. The black community is missed out.
Right.
So
No, but that's why you see
but-
women having men, the older women and men having kids out of the marriage.
and that's been happening
They're
for
cheating
years.
constantly, and the woman is still
Oh,
staying
I
with
agree
them.
with all
both
of
of
that,
my
but I'm
parents,
just
both
saying
of
that's
my
a
mom
choice.
and my grandma
Right.
did the
They
exact
chose
my mama
same
and
to
them
thing.
be
did
in
too.
that
They're
situation,
choosing-
and I
but-
think that that's
right.
okay.
What
If
you mean?
chose to be
If that's your
in that-
choice, be
that's a
okay with
choice.
your choice.
Right.
Right,
But
that's
my
okay.
only
it's
thing
not
is
her-
that when kids are involved and kids are viewing that, and then
That's
now
not their
it
fault.
becomes a cycle.
That's a cycle, and it's not their fault.
This is true. It does become a cycle. However,
And that's when the parents should be
that's
held
on-
accountable.
Right. But that's on that mom because she could have left the first time, not the 10th
I
time
agree.
that he cheated.
Right.
She made a choice that she was going to stay
But
in
we
that.
don't know
Right.
the intent of when she found out or when she knew. That's something we don't know. So I'm in
This is
agreement.
true.
That's why I say I don't 100% blame her. Because I'm
Right.
gonna say this, and I'm transparent. I don't
I'm not
even
gonna
care.
blame her
But
for
my
his
thing is this:
actions.
when I suspected, and y'all men, y'all know how y'all are. When I suspected my ex-husband,
Talking about, girl.
peep this, just like y'all say, we know how
Y'all
we
for
are.
the streets.
Right.
Right.
Y'all for the
When I
streets. All
suspected
men
him,
for
when
the
I
streets.
suspected him cheating, I told him to his
It is
face.
what it is.
I
For
said,
the
you doing something, and I know you are. I knew.
Because
Right.
He
humans
denied
are
it.
creatures of habit.
He denied it. He called my pastor.
All right.
You need to talk to your daughter. I'm ministering and counseling to my members. Nigga, I ain't no goddamn fly by night. I just look young. I'm not no fly by night. But if that's what you want to roll with, cool. We'll roll with it.
So,
I'm
all
not
right.
gonna cheat on you.
I have a question.
Hold on.
For
And
how
that
long?
went on for like 2 years.
Okay.
And I knew this nigga was lying.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I'm gonna give you you're the man of God. Okay, you gonna reap what you sow.
Now, why did you give him so long?
I didn't give him so long. I here again. If you telling me, I didn't have proof. I didn't confront the girl. I didn't,
Okay.
I didn't did all. of
Did
this
you
stuff
feel
in
like
church.
you was going crazy? Like
I
you feel like you
did,
was
and that's
losing your
another
mind?
thing. I didn't even went to the doctor. Called the lady, said, "Hey, give me some crazy medicine because I think I'm crazy." I ain't take it, but I went as far
Yeah,
as
but
doing
that's-
that
he was
because
manipulative.
it's very strong when you. And at that point, I was married 12 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 12
you had a
years.
strong
We got
hold.
all these kids. We making millions of dollars. And I mean, it's just like
It's
everything.
comfort. It's comfort.
And then when I was making it, so it was like I can leave your ass now and still make it. So it wasn't like, oh, I needed him. But here again, I was the first one in my family to even be married.
So you had to learn.
Exactly.
You was
So I'm saying as far as
on-job
my
training.
siblings, I mean, first one to do everything, and I'm the youngest. So my thing about it is when it came out, nigga, I'm gone. Fuck you, fuck her, fuck everybody else that want to come tell me to stay.
As a whole,
Talk
so
about
I'm,
it.
I'm the
the
type of-
motherfucking crew.
I'm done. So the thing is what I'm saying, when you know it's different, but here
Right.
again, I didn't know.
almost like a slap in the face.
Exactly. It was more like, okay, you suspecting. But nigga, once I know, motherfucker, I'm gone.
Bitch,
So
wake
see,
up.
I'm serious.
So
I'm gone.
this is why I say educating and that power given to women.
Yeah,
There was
well.
nothing in that situation for you to have to teach him. Is what I'm saying. He
But
knew
no,
what
but
he
no,
was
but
doing.
when I
her
first met him,
leaving-
when I first
her
met
leaving
him,
was
when I first
teaching
met him,
him.
I did have to teach him how to love me. I've been raped, I've been molested, I've been you
Okay.
name it. Living in women's shelters my whole fucking life. Been homeless my whole fucking life. I lived it and come from literally rags to fucking riches. You know what I do. You know what I have. I'm a single woman. Literally, like on top of the
Don't tell
fucking
him what to do.
world.
Don't tell him what to do.
You know what I'm
The world
saying? And
knows
I'm
that.
not, but you know. But it's like
And he used that.
he manipulates,
He used
and
it.
that's what I'm trying to show you.
He
It's a
used
different thing when you have a man that's sincere. You very seldomly find
He
a
had a
real
savior
sincere
complex. He's a minister,
man.
and a lot of ministers
That's what I'm
have
saying.
that savior complex,
that's
and
why
you
I'm
were a
trying
broken
to.
bird, and
But
let me
but
fix
you
you.
know, and he was broken. Dude been to the penitentiary, so here again, women do that too. Want to fix
Oh,
them.
he was one of
So
them.
you want to fix
But the thing
what you
is-
see broke.
Let me ask you guys this, because I think, and we all black, of course.
Are we?
But and
I'm white.
I
just been.
Don't do that.
I'm
I checked up
100%
on the
black.
I don't know.
I check up.
I'm
Jackie, I don't know.
incognito.
Jackie,
I'm the
she-
blackest
I
person
check
on
up.
this stage right now.
Actually.
Wow.
And I'm the
I
whitest
check
one.
up.
So, what is the healing? What is the healing in the community? Because this is going to continue to happen.
The thing about it is, here again, I love what she said through her introduction. Accountability is number one. Regardless where you come from, I'm a type of person, I'm a kind of person, I don't like excuses. Excuses is like a button. Everybody got them and they fucking stink. The thing about it is
Not
for
all
me,
of 'em.
Whatever. It sit long enough on your
shit
ass,
come out
it's gonna stink. So my thing
All
is
the
this,
time, all.
no matter who you are, be held accountable.
All right.
Take responsibility of your own fucking actions.
So let me take
And
that question
everybody plays
further.
a part in it. Everybody.
Everybody.
Even I don't care how small it is. Everybody plays a
Everybody.
part in things ending the way that
Everybody.
they
Let me
do.
take that question a little further. Evolving. We as grown people that think we have it, we don't know how to evolve because as time goes on, we change. Emotions
It's
change.
inevitable.
okay.
Change is
Bodies
inevitable.
change.
Everybody's gonna
You
change.
want to
But
change.
we
That
don't-
is evolving.
But our mindset doesn't change. We think that same
no,
no,
30-year-old
no.
person
No.
is that 50-year-old
But here again,
person.
The biggest trouble that comes with change is the people around you accepting you changing.
I
You
agree.
are.
Most
I
people,
definitely agree.
you can change. It's the people around you.
Around
that-
you.
The one constant in life is change, and once people realize that, that's your
Yeah.
only.
And once people
constant
don't
is
care what
change.
And they
you
get
think
uncomfortable
it's done.
being
But
around you when
sometimes
you
that
change.
change causes problems.
It does.
It do.
Relationship.
It
And
do.
if it works for you,
Okay.
let it work for
What you mean? What you mean?
Because a lot of times as men, one of the problems that we have is that we marry too soon.
Okay.
Facts.
And we marry because we don't want to lose you. I'm afraid to walk away and be able to come back to you. So I marry
Correct.
you, but I'm
Correct.
not really ready
Ready.
to.
So I'm gonna lock you
Exactly.
down with this paper,
Now,
but I'm gonna
Yeah.
still be
And
for
I'm
the
gonna
streets.
So you saying
But
young?
I'm gonna
What you mean
still be
young?
for the streets.
So young in
What is
terms
young?
of, young is relative. It depends on who the person
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends on my maturity.
Right.
So do you think a
Developmentally-
whole phase is necessary?
Yes,
Absolutely.
You need it.
Developmentally, most
So I
men
can't
aren't
marry
ready
and I'm
for
still
marriage
trying to
until
go through
about
my whole
31,
phase.
33.
That's the problem.
But look,
Right.
That's the
does a whole phase ever go away?
It does. It eventually goes
You
away,
get
but you
tired
got
of it.
It depends on the person.
So
So
with
accountability.
what Randall says, developmentally, most men are ready for marriage between the age of like 31 and 33. Women are ready for marriage between like 23 and 25. And
12
like
and
you say,
13.
to lock her down, to hold on, because I don't want somebody else to get her.
I
A
wasn't
man
ready
will
to
get
about
married
30.
at like 26, 27, but he gonna still be for the streets with a
Absolutely.
case.
I wanna know this
now
whole
Until he
phase.
about
I have to put her
35.
through a whole
How
bunch of extra
long?
bullshit.
Now,
Right,
will
when
she
it's
stay?
not her, and it's not
But
her
will
fault.
she stay?
It's not her
And
fault.
if, but if
But
she
will
stays,
she stays? Then
and
you
we
get the
through that
prize.
phase,
Girl, you was with me.
but what
Yeah, you a
happens
ride or
is
die.
You
she
a ride or
changes.
die.
You
By the time that time comes, she done
That's when I
changed.
have a
And
Randall,
she a
hold
whole
on.
different
But he
woman.
not ready
Now
for
she
her
wanna
change.
go. She
But
wanna
he
go.
not
Hey,
ready for
listen.
her change.
Hold up,
And
listen.
I'm not ready. I don't
You
like
not
that
ready for
change,
her
'cause
change.
That's not what I signed
Now you don't
up
like
for.
it.
So what do you do in
get
that
her
situation?
Can I say that? And that's why I chose to leave, because I ain't never dressed.
So what do you do in that situation?
That's what I'm saying. You make a decision. You be held accountable. Accountability is everything.
It's
I knew if
huge.
I would have stayed in that marriage, I would have fucked his world up, and I knew I could have. You see what I'm saying?
What if he changed?
it
that?
don't
Doesn't
listen
matter.
what
No,
I'm
she
saying.
made the better choice.
My mind was already
She
checked
made
out.
the better choice for
I
herself.
did, because it was a better choice for
She
both
made
of
a
us.
better
Because
choice
I know if I
herself.
would have stayed and did all them pastors that called me, hey, do the right thing. You need to stay.
For what?
Oh, right.
What's that
And
movie?
I
Would've
said,
been
hold
miserable.
on.
Think like
I
a
said
woman
I
or
would have been
something?
miserable. What about the kids? What about my kids? My kids
They
will
gonna be
forever
better.
be
No,
taken
they
care
need
of.
to see their mom happy.
Making
They
the right
gonna be
decision,
better with
because
you
if I
getting out of a
stay,
toxic
right, if I
situation.
stay and I start looking all grimy and looking all lost and don't know which direction I'm going,
Giving live
I'm gonna look
interviews
like
with
a
no
fool.
bra.
It look like her
Speaking
with
of
that
that,
bonnet.
so-
What's
wrong with the bonnet?
I'm just saying, look like her and don't give a fuck no more.
That's all most black women do.
I don't wear no bonnet. I don't wear a bonnet. I don't wear a
But
bonnet.
I'm not
own a
doing
bonnet.
that. I'm
Right.
sorry, that's too much.
Most-
Like I love myself too much to just be going on air
With a
in front
bonnet.
of how many
Thank
people?
you. I don't
even
My
own
wife
a
could've
bonnet.
been
Especially
sitting
if you
next
ain't
to me
never
with that
seen me,
bonnet
I'm
on.
gonna be the baddest bitch
Come on.
Really?
in front
No.
of you.
Regardless
I
of
don't know
how
why
hard
you
I
did
am.
Like, you gonna need to go change or something.
But that's,
Thank
but
you.
that's why
I'ma
I
do this
feel
interview
she
by
was
myself.
numb.
I just think she
was
didn't
numb.
care. I
She
think she
didn't
didn't
She didn't care.
That woman
She
in a
didn't care.
different
She
spot,
didn't
and
She
I
is.
just pray
And
don't
here
nobody
again,
ever
that's
have to
it's not
experience
right,
where
because
she
that,
was.
and that's why I say when you check out, I'm telling you, if I would have stayed, I would have been. I'm telling you,
You'd have killed
y'all would have seen me on TV.
Don't
I'm telling
incriminate
you.
yourself on camera.
I'm
Don't
just been on,
incriminate
and
yourself
it's
on
done.
camera.
It's been 2 years. Well, it's been 3 years since it happened. But what I'm trying to say is that when you get to that place, you have to really make a cognitive decision and make what's best for you, and then what's best for everybody around you.
Right.
So if I would have stayed, I knew it wouldn't have been good for the church. It wouldn't have been good for my household, and I only would have been doing what everybody wanted me to do.
So let's talk about the
So
kids.
no.
Let's talk about the kids. So, what you guys think better is for the kids? Because kids see this. They see that it's publicly that he got, he messed up and all that stuff, and the social media is ridiculing this guy. What you think is better for the kids? For them to stay together, or for them to separate?
She just said it. She just said it.
Well, no. If the thing is, you have to understand like the mindset. Like if the woman is unhappy in a situation, it's going to show in front of the kids.
Yes.
And then they're gonna
That's
think
gonna
that's
affect them.
normal.
Yeah, and that's
then
not.
they're gonna end. until they're going to be accepting that because they think that that's
going to be the same
normal for them to
behavior.
accept.
And
Like,
that's
it's
the
just-
cycle that keeps continuing.
But that's why, like, the whole
Or
like
you
Kevin
have-
Samuel thing, like where he's talking about like how the women, like how they stupid for leaving marriages and all that different stuff. Like, no, if it's healthy for me.
Not only
then it's
that, you
healthy for my
talk to the kids. Before I left my ex-husband, I paid a counselor. I could have counseled my own kids. I paid a counselor. I had the counselor come to my house. I had my kids talk. We talked about everything. They didn't have to hear it in the street. We talked about everything. Asked Daddy questions, why he did ABCD, and I want to make sure they knew I'm leaving.
Oh, so I had family counseling.
I did.
I'm saying
I
kids
made
and-
sure
okay.
I made sure my kids
got
was
you.
very well taken care of. I wasn't finna just leave and be like, F your daddy. Don't like your dad. No, your dad
Right.
made
But
a
no, but
mistake.
that's good that you did that because you gave
And that's
them,
what I'm
you gave
saying.
them the
I gave them an understanding. Number
Yes.
one, gave them the opportunity. Number two, say whatever you want to say to hear I, but just know I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat and make it feel like, oh well, me and Dad's together. And no, I'm not that chick.
How old were
We're
your
gonna
children?
play
Well, my
house
children
right
were
now.
13, 16, and my daughter was 21 at the time.
Well, see, I think that when it gets to the point where these issues that you are having, that they
Starts to
get in
affect
front of
Feeling out,
the
it starts
children,
feeling
Right.
it's
out.
time.
It's time to
move
talk,
around.
yeah.
Because if you can
It's
shield
embarrassing.
your kids from these issues, and
Right.
if you can have these issues behind closed doors, then maybe we can get past this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But when the kids know, when it's an issue with
That's
the kids,
embarrassing.
now you're forcing the kids.
But not only
to
that,
take sides.
social media is here now.
Exactly.
And that's a
So
problem.
with kids on social media, they see everything. So my kids was getting word on social media before things was even being said.
So what do you do in that situation?
That's
Because
why
now
you nip it in the bud
because
and you
kids,
sit down and you
they're-
talk to your
Knowledge is power.
kids.
their teacher now is what?
Social media. But that's why you stop. I'm
they
gonna talk to you
friends.
first.
So now watch
People
this.
feel you can give kids too much. There's
Right.
no such because the streets of social media will
Yeah.
give it to them. So it's
Fast.
best you
Okay.
give it to them
Exactly.
first.
Yourself.
Knowledge is power, and,
And
you
that's
give
what I
them as
did.
much of it as you can,
Yeah.
and you give them the truth.
Yeah.
You don't give them the cute little you give
And make
them
it
the
look like
truth
Santa
about
Claus
the
gonna
world.
be here in a little bit.
Exactly.
No, Santa
Yeah,
Claus.
Santa
not
Claus
coming.
ain't
I am
coming.
Santa
Mom
Claus.
and Daddy
Get 'em
finna put your
the
presents
real
on the
shit.
tree.
So
You
what happened
got
to
real
what happened to the
shit.
kids' innocence?
The thing about it is
See, the
when
thing-
They don't have
Life
no
took
innocence.
They do have
anymore.
innocence.
No.
listen,
Kids do have
no.
innocence.
But after a
you
certain
preserve their
age.
innocence by telling
Right.
them the
The
truth.
truth.
No, look, all right. So I'm gonna say
So
this.
you just lied to them?
No. I'm gonna say this.
What do you mean?
They exposed to
Society,
everything.
this is my opinion. Society has become desensitized.
Okay.
So it's
Right?
your place.
Some
to
of the stuff that
protect
we see, we like back in say the early 90s, we see a dead body. It's like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
traumatized. Now we see a dead body. Oh, that's nothing. That's just a dead
Because
body.
social media and the
So
society
now-
has changed. It's a new era.
So, no. It's not
It
a new
is.
era. That's what.
Yes, it is.
I'm
It
It's a
definitely
new
saying
whole
it's a
new
new
millennium.
You just asked
It is
how
a
do
new
we
era.
evolve?
It is a new- I'm
and
sorry.
times have
Right.
evolved.
We
We
evolved.
don't say they did.
But I'm saying,
make
far
it
as
make sense.
You
teaching,
can't act like it ain't been no change.
no, I'm saying
It's a major
change.
change.
Listen, what I'm saying. God damn, y'all jumped on me like goddamn.
Because you're not saying
Jeez
anything.
Louise. But I'm
Come on,
saying,
George Jefferson.
social media is teaching kids what their parents isn't teaching them.
That's
Facts,
not-
but that's
You know what I'm
why
saying?
it's up to
Because-
it's up to each parent to do their part. Be held
But
accountable.
most parents don't know
That's
their part.
okay, but no,
No.
they choose not to know.
They on social media with a bonnet saying,
But sweetie,
and they blinking.
right? But
You
here
know what I'm
again, counselor,
You just- girl,
counselor to
don't
what she
try.
said. Accountability. Every parent, you know what I wanted to do when
just not.
that all happened to me. I didn't want to be no mama. I didn't want to live. I didn't want to do nothing but go under a rock and hide. But you know, at the end of the day, I had to think so fast. Don't kill this man. Don't kill this chick. You got kids. You got a granddaughter on the way. I had to think so fast.
Okay.
Obviously, you have to be really a cognitive person to think. If you ain't got no way of thinking, then obviously you ain't gonna think.
Your foundation.
You
and
don't
your
have no
support-
foundation.
Your foundation and support is a lot stronger than most.
Well, and it's
most
not
don't
because I don't
have
have
that.
nothing. When I
But
tell
you
you,
had you.
that's
you
it.
centered yourself.
So that's what I'm trying to
Everybody
share.
don't
I'm
have
trying to
that,
share
though.
with you. If you have
Right.
cognitively ways of training yourself and you're willing to learn, that's what
Right.
makes the difference.
That's the
I don't
difference.
have a strong. My mama died of a crack overdose when I was 22 years old. I don't have no base. I don't have nobody. I'm here in Houston, Texas, with just me and my kids and my goddamn dog and my businesses. That's it. But here again, I don't want my kids to have to suffer and do what I had to go through. And that's what makes the difference. Now, I know a lot of parents don't know this. Hell, I didn't fucking know.
Right. You're still learning.
I'm still fucking learning.
That's right.
But at the same time, I still think
I don't wanna
about
take my
everybody
kids to the
else.
doctor.
But
You
that's
see what I'm saying? I
but
think
see,
about other people. I don't want my kids to suffer.
But what you just said was important.
Right.
You
so
said you still willing
to learn. And
a
so
lot of
for
people
her,
think
Right.
they
but
got
listen,
it.
for her,
And that's a
and I heard
problem.
her
And you
talk
can't
on the
tell them
second
nothing.
video. The second
Right.
video, I don't know if you've seen the second video.
Of
They made the first video.
I haven't seen the second one.
With the
Right.
army suit on?
No, yes.
together
So
didn't see it.
yes,
No, it was
so,
her by
so
herself.
no, it was her and him. So the thing about what I'm finna
Another
say,
video? I didn't know
but she did all the talking.
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying. If you're gonna uphold and uproot, and you're gonna bring the Lord into you're gonna have to be held accountable for that.
Yes.
Not only that, okay, we don't know what
No,
the
she
kids
was
feel.
using the devil.
She was saying all kinds of stuff, but I know she was trying to defend him.
That was self-hate.
trying to make
That
him
wasn't the
look
She was trying to make him look better than what it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she was like, I
Hey.
told him I'm doing this, I'm doing that, da da da. But all I'm saying in that aspect, if she know to do that, then obviously, all I'm saying,
I can't hear.
Go ahead.
can
Go
hear
ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
if she knows to do that, all I'm saying is that she should have enough sense to make sure her kid's okay.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
all I'm saying, because there is
think-
no way.
yeah.
She
There
might
ain't
be
no
in-
way.
But think about this. And
I think she's
and it's another
traumatized.
thing
She
too.
just- she
And it's
is
another
really
thing y'all
taking
gotta
ownership
look.
for
It's
it.
another thing that we getting sensitive about too.
Hopefully somebody
They
who
might be
sees
in
her
it on this
knows.
plan together because a lot of people be lying.
They could be.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
possibility.
Yeah.
It's
You know
what I'm
definitely
saying?
a
But hold
Again,
on.
I
Did
think
y'all-
all
did
of this
y'all-
was about his
It
brand.
was because y'all see his
Period.
third party video. He did a.
That was so ridiculous.
Oh, he
I was
talking to
like,
himself?
why?
He was talking to
Why?
himself in third party.
Why?
So then this is my question, and this because like
So
I say,
I
I've
was
only
over there.
seen bits and pieces of it, and I know, like I say, most of it is entertaining. What pulls you in to click on it and watch it?
But no, this is the thing.
Because you heard
because
about
you're
it
hearing
from
about
somebody
it,
else,
obviously.
and that's what
Right.
made you click.
I
on
didn't
it.
know what it was.
That's how I
No, I
clicked
I
on. I
never
didn't even know
supported
who he
him.
was.
No, I never
Yeah,
supported
When
him.
I listened to like the first, like I watched like 2 videos of him, and then
Right.
I immediately understood that it was
That's Tony
woman
Gaskins
based.
right there.
Right.
He was not making women accountable for their
Right.
action. It was solely catering to the woman. That's all
Right.
it was. Which I knew that was that's what players do.
Yeah, and
You
they
know,
try to
so-
put the
I mean,
man
but that's
down.
how he started out, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
But that's why I never supported him.
That's
Like,
like Tony
when I
Gaskins.
heard about him, I was like, who is that? Tony Gaskin? What about him?
What about her dude? That's her boo.
What about him?
So
I ain't heard
I'm
nothing
not
about
bashing
Tony.
nobody's business, and I would never do that.
Don't nobody want him.
But the thing is, people got to be, like you say, cognitive
Yeah.
of what men are doing. Men and women,
Right.
because people are manipulative and they
Very.
like, okay,
Yeah,
this
because
sounds
you
good.
automatically thought that 30 years
That
of cheating
sounds
was a
good.
man.
That sounds
Bless your heart.
it sounds good, right? So I'm not gonna put my
I've
man out there.
seen
But,
it.
you
Go
know,
ahead.
women
That's
got to do
cute,
that. Stop
though.
doing that.
So what did you hear anything about Tony?
Well, I'm just saying he was in the same situation.
What situation?
No. I'm saying not
That
Tony
he's a
was in the same
narcissist?
situation, but Derrick Jaxn was in the same situation as Tony Gaskins. For
You
his
talking
As far as a
platform,
spokesman,
as a
platform and people
platform.
As a
following
spokesman,
him.
yeah.
So if
Yeah,
Tony
but the
Gaskins
thing
come
is
out,
about Tony Gaskin, he held both parties accountable.
Men
he
and
talked
women.
about men and women.
I think people.
But he
this
just
is
had
what I
but
think.
you know, women support more. Women,
Exactly.
men don't.
Men,
Men
yeah.
are they don't
They
care.
think that's of gay.
They don't care.
You know,
That's whack.
Yeah, like
That's
oh, you
gay.
giving all
You know
my
what I think?
information
Giving a
out,
secret.
you telling everybody
Right,
giving
you
all that.
yeah, and that's what they
Secrets,
said.
man.
That's what they said.
I think this is what I think.
Telling the man
Men,
code.
men shouldn't give other women advice.
That's a lie. How
no-
you gonna say
no,
that?
he-
You wouldn't give your
Men
daughter
shouldn't
advice?
give
No, that's
other
different.
women
No, so you
I'm talking
can't
about
say
women.
that. You
I
can't
think
say
a
that.
woman
He wasn't giving women
Should
advice. He
give
was
another
giving
woman
women
advice,
based off
and
of
a
what
man-
a man would do. Him. He was
Right.
talking
Right.
about him as a man. That's all he
But I'm
mirrors
saying,
himself
what's the
as.
outcome? You talking about Tony Gaskins? You talking
Yeah,
about?
no, I'm talking about
Oh,
Tony.
okay. But I'm just saying, I don't think men should give other women advice. I think men
Why
should.
not?
Give,
I think everybody should better give everybody
because
an
we
advice.
was designed, right, by God. Like we talk about the Bible and all that. We was designed by God to do what? To minister
Procreate?
to self. Other than self. I'm talking about
Have sex and multiply
other than that.
and have fun.
So think about this here. Think about this. Now I'm not a Bible scholar, but every situation where a man was led, what he did, he had another man that he conversed with, right? What you doing, baby? No. But no, he had another man that he was with. You talk about Jesus and Peter. We talk about just different men. They was with other men. They was never with women.
He went. He ain't with no one. I mean, what you mean?
No, I'm saying he's counseling the women. He's telling women, this is how you're supposed
Right,
to act.
and it
This
helped.
is how you're supposed to react.
It
Oh,
helped.
man, when
That-
I
that
tell
don't
you
work.
that is some real shit.
Right.
It is real life stuff.
Who, Tony?
Yes.
No, I don't
I
know.
believe it's real. I mean, the only thing I think that women have the issue with is the whole keeping yourself.
And don't fall. So just take advice. Listen to. I think, and this is from men or a man or a woman.
You have to have a good base.
Thank you. If you listen to
And
somebody, it's okay to hear.
tailored. It has to be tailored to you.
Man,
Everybody's
woman,
situation is
pig,
different.
horse,
Right.
even me as a therapist, you
Right.
have
You
to
still gotta know your base.
You have to
Yeah.
know how you are coming to a
Know
person.
your limitations.
When a person comes to me, when it's children, it's a little different. Anybody
Right.
over 18, no one can bring anyone to me for therapy over 18 without their permission.
Right.
And even when it's a child, there is no child I have ever touched, and I have a certification to do therapy with a child from 0 years of age. I'm talking about a newborn if need be. But if they could talk, my first question to a child is, why are you here? What do you want? I make sure they have
know.
an understanding
Right.
of
And
what
even
is
if they
going
don't
on.
know, you still give
so
them a right to know.
regardless of who it is, and definitely with adults, people need to stop searching outwardly for so much and sit down with
Accountability.
yourself. Be still.
Right.
Listen to yourself. Stop jumping from relationship to
Yeah.
relationship and
Yeah.
quick
I
fixes.
agree.
And when I see these
People
memes
not
and
healing.
things, it's like
No.
it's an apple
Right.
on the outside and an onion on the inside. Those are so powerful because
Yes,
so many
yes.
people hurting on the inside. But I'm gonna just keep giving you this role. I'm
preacher.
gonna just
Yeah.
keep putting it up in front
Preach, preacher.
because you like it. You getting likes. You getting
Yeah.
these hearts.
Preach,
you getting
preacher.
followers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then or somebody, oh girl, I want your life. You always
don't
traveling,
want this
but
life.
you don't know what that
Hello.
person doing when they
You
go
don't know
home.
what
and
they-
turn
They
you
their
don't know-
lives
you don't know
out.
what
Licking
size
on
shoes I
Camel's
gotta put
penis
on.
every bye.
You don't know what they doing when they
Baby.
press in on that line.
Come on
You
now.
don't know what's happening on the
Absolutely.
other side of
Thank
that.
you.
Stop
Right.
longing
Stop
for that. No
stop
self.
looking at the window and
Be
don't know it's
okay
not
with
even a
who
window.
You are,
It's a
and
mirror.
you will be so much
I think
better.
everything needs to be tailored
much
to your
better.
That's
to yourself.
easier
Like
said
it's,
than
It
done.
is very easy said than
But
done.
you have
but
to
accountability.
want to. You have to want to because we've become a world of quick fixes, wanting things right
Microwave
here, right
quick,
now.
yeah.
And
That's
I've
what social
said
media
this
does.
before. I've been out with my husband. I'm just watching females, and I'm like, when you go out with your boys, how are people talking to anybody? Like Adam said, everybody in the camera going live, women taking
I can't
pictures.
stand that.
having
I
one
say,
night stand.
I can't
How
stand
are
that.
you dating
Where your
and going
mind at
out?
right
And
now?
he was like,
No,
women
that's
not out
real.
here
That's
for
real
dating.
life
They out here
now.
for
I know.
likes
Attention.
and followers
Attention.
and trying to get attention. And I'm
Attention.
just like,
Attention. Yeah.
this really happening.
But
you
that's
know?
the world that we live
That's
in
where
now.
we
And
are
that's
right
sad.
now.
And
TikTok.
that's common.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Everything
It's
is just
sad.
based off of like what's gonna make me feel good right now.
Yeah.
That's
So,
all it is.
so my question is, as we end there, what's the solution? What you think the solution is?
Keep
to
your
know
business to
keep your
yourself
business.
and shut the hell
Loving
up and mind the
yourself.
business that pays you.
Mind the business that pay your
That's
bills.
it.
I did a
That's
quiz
it.
the whole first part of COVID. Are you minding the business
Business that pays
your
you. That's
bills?
what I
But
think.
the
That's
thing
what I
of
say.
it is, you got, but you
deep.
got to
I
take
like that.
inventory and know what your bills are first.
like that.
A
I
lot
got
of
a lot
people
of
don't
them,
know
baby.
what
I-
their bills
look,
are.
I got a whole bunch
A
of
lot of people do not know
What is
their
it? Say that
bills
again.
are.
What's the business that's paid?
Mind
Mind the business that pays you. And that's what I
Okay.
said.
so stay out of everybody else's
There we
business.
go.
Worry about
Mind
what
your
else is
business.
going
Don't
on.
mind mine.
But a lot of people don't know their
That's
bills.
not
Adam.
gonna ever happen.
No,
But
but
that's
it's
the thing.
easy
I
to
mind
worry about
mine.
what
I
everybody
mind
else is
mine.
doing.
Optimistic.
Sounds
When you
great.
got to
mind
self
mine.
reflect on the shit that you dealing with, that shit looks
But
tough.
because
It's
I can
tough.
tell you, you need to go see this person, need to go do this, and you need to go do that. But when you threw that stone, you realize you bust the wall out of your own
Exactly.
glass house.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a learning
And I raised
process.
my glass.
Everything is a learning process.
Amen. I dropped the mic.
Guys, look,
Sex to chocolate. Sex to chocolate.
I appreciate you guys for coming, man, and having this in-depth conversation. It got heated sometimes, but you know,
He said sometimes.
but it's
Girl, that's what he
that's
do.
part
He's
of
an
it, you know.
antagonist.
As you know, as black people, you know, we are passionate in what we do
Is.
and
Like
what
a
we believe
female.
in.
Messy, messy.
So
And
we're
for the
moving,
streets.
but the thing is, we're moving the needle forward just by having a conversation, right? So I
I
appreciate
think
you guys for coming.
I really do believe that. Like I think as time goes on, our generations are becoming more and more aware
That's right.
of the things that are going on, and where it's so much information to be sought after.
This is
man.
true.
But you know what? To be honest, the world wouldn't be the world if everybody was just so great.
It couldn't be stagnant.
I agree.
You got
It just
to
wouldn't
have,
be.
you gotta
The
have
Bible
these
talks
levels.
about that
You
the
have-
wheat and
You
the
need
tear
Mr. Jackson.
grows together, and he'll do the separating.
He is important to
Because
society.
these are
You
character,
need
these
that.
are character building moments.
It is.
What
They
do you
are.
do?
That's
That's what I'm
do you
saying.
take
And the
away
Bible
from it?
kind of
also
stuff forces
says
you to go
the
home and
weak
have
are always going to
conversations.
be
What do you
amongst
take
us.
from it? What are you gonna do? Is either somebody gonna tighten it up,
Right.
Or somebody
It's
gonna
a
call it.
learning
It's a
Right.
choice. It's
Or
a
you might have to
choice.
call a couple of females and say, "Hey, you know,
Look
we
here.
need to cease and desist right now because
Right.
I don't need to be like Mr. Jackson."
That's right.
So
Yeah,
you
but then if
need
they
him.
get pissed off,
They ain't ready to. Quit.
hey, but here again, that's why I tell people all the time, if you don't want to be exposed, because the Bible says that too, somebody going to stand on top of the rooftop and they going to tell it. So if you don't want nobody, and it may be grandma down the street, maybe Miss Mary around the
'Cause
corner.
somebody watching.
Somebody watching. You can
is
best
true.
believe Best believe.
So this is an old saying I heard.
It's an old
a
saying.
long time ago. It's not what a person goes through, it's what a person overcomes.
Yeah, but come on
so
now.
deep.
Come on now. We're talking about doing right and
I
not.
got one even
No,
better.
I know. We're talking about
Listen
doing
to
right.
this one right.
You don't need to
We
pray for
talking
what
about
you're doing in
doing
public.
right.
You need to pray for what you're doing private.
Right. Don't be a don't be don't be a private success and a public failure. You don't want to do that.
Amen.
Y'all crazy. So look,
You don't want to do
we're gonna
that.
start with you, Jackie. Look, let the people know who you are. Instagram, social media. You got anything going on? Then we gonna go.
Oh yeah,
Let's
cool. My name is Jackie again. You can see me on on Instagram. It's Jack My Vibes, JackMyVibes.
Buy your own beer.
Quiet storm.
Jack My
Wow.
Vibes.
Go ahead, Randle. What you got?
You
Social
can
media.
find me on IG at DJ1_TYME.
I would say he got my name.
Go ahead, Angel.
I'm on Instagram, Angel1_Lucky.
Okay. Like a
You'll
get-
be
like-
lucky if you get with her.
Oh my goodness.
You might because
They done
look,
turned
I'm
this
gonna
to a
tell you
quiet
like a
storm over
T.I.
here.
is.
That microphone.
I'm
Right,
that
right.
chick. I do what it's supposed to do. I do right. I do right by the Lord, y'all. I may not be a pastor's wife no more, but that's my choice.
Yeah, we love the Lord.
As you know, guys, look, we done
Yes,
turned
we
this
do.
thing into a ratchet Bible study over here.
I told you, and I apologize. I do
about
cuss
what's
now,
going
y'all. Those who
It's all right. We not
old
judging
church
you.
members that see me, hey,
She
it
all
is
right.
what it is.
Yeah,
I don't
look,
care.
they
no
love
more.
you still.
I really don't care.
But guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in again. We're at Baco Wine Bar. I see that the wine got us a little loose, but it's all good. It's 5010
Close your legs.
Dinkin Street,
And open your mouth
Dinkin
Wow.
Street in the River Oaks area. We gotta get out of here.
and open your crack.
See, we done had too much
And
wine.
open your crack.
I don't know what just
Man.
happened. That thing went downhill fast.
We about to get out of here. This is DJ
Prepare
KO.
for part 2
Okay,
of the
Jack
show.
is in the building.
Yes, right. We're gonna have a part 2 of this because it's Ratchet Bible Study. So you guys be good. This is the Culturally Distinct Podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe. This is your boy signing off. Holla. Peace.
Bless that wonderful name.